of today is the 16th of March. Okay, let's go in on your, here we are. That's your file. And let's start with the essay about the concert.
Yeah.
Okay, so probably you can just consider the correction, the mistakes by yourself. Okay, let's try to do it. Nowadays, even if we are living a
no, I don't see it. I don't see it.
Oh, you don't see yet. Sorry.
No, I don't.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Nowadays, even if we're living a terrible pandemic period, that doesn't permit singers, period, comma.
Okay. Okay. For
Comma.
example, in Italian, we don't put the comma there.
Because we have the che.
Ah.
But in Italian, we are allowed to make long sentences.
Okay.
In English, you can't. They have to be short. Okay.
Anyway, I think there is there are some rules that can help me to understand where
for the punctuation. Okay, let's find out punctuation rules.
Okay. Okay.
For Anto. Yeah. Okay. Your opinion? That doesn't permit singers to play their songs in public. People think that it's better to attend a concert, a live concert.
Okay.
Live concert. Okay. Concert. Instead of listening.
Okay.
Instead of listening it on TV.
Okay.
Okay. First of all, come on. Okay. People say that live concert is actually is okay. It's more engaging, or because if you're speaking in general, it could be better if you say live concerts are.
Okay, even if there is a concert, so to use the plural.
Yeah, the plural, okay. Because you know all the concerts in general.
Okay.
So live concerts are, but I didn't correct it because you put the right verb. It's much more engaging than seeing it, not this, on TV, as it creates a special atmosphere during the night under the sky full of stars with music that spreads in the area around. In this context, it could give people more pleasure and excitement, especially if they sing together with the singer. Because in that case, you are not talking about one particular, it's the singer of that concert with the singer.
Okay.
Okay. Or with the artist, the performer. So you don't repeat sing, because another thing that you should try to avoid is repeating the same word nearby. Okay.
Okay.
In my opinion, even if I have been attending only one concert of my favorite Italian singer, comma, Claudio Baglioni.
Ecco.
Okay.
Va bene.
Okay.
I have followed many concerts.
And I have followed many concerts.
Just such as. Right?
That's it. As, just such as. Of other singer as. Not just like as Pino Daniele, Lucio Dalla, Elton John, Phil Collins on TV.
Okay.
Sitting on the sofa.
Okay.
At home.
Io l'articolo proprio com'è?
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Sì, esatto.
I can confirm, I can say, it's not I can confirm, I can say as a lot at comma, as a lot of people, comma, within commas, that live concert is another thing. In conclusion, I hope live concerts
we start soon.
We start soon. That's
Va
perfect.
bene.
just punctuation, okay? And that's 1. Okay, then let's go on the other one that was emailed to Jamie, if I don't get wrong. Not this here. Yes. Okay, Jamie. Hi, Jamie. How are you? I hope you're fine. So you were respecting all the rules. That means the introduction, the ending, the things, and you were talking about all the topics they were suggesting you. So that from that part, you were already on 3 points on 5. So that's already good. Yeah. I'm very happy to read you and to know your sister with her friends will come to spend some days in my area. As you know, this area, don't repeat area, town, place, okay. It's not quite, but it's quite. The spelling is different.
Quindi come è scritto? No, quiete.
Okay.
Quiet.
Tranquillo.
Okay.
Giusto? In quiet, it's abbastanza, the one that you put in.
È vero.
But taking a bus not so far from here in about half an hour. Oh, it's so complicated here. So it's very quiet, but with the bus, here is useless. Just put bus. There's no need of all this, you know.
Tu devi considerare che io sono prolissa anche nel parlare in italiano.
I know. And so it's much more difficult for you. I know the feeling. But you know the word that when it's redundant. And this is redundant. So you have to avoid to be redundant. So, but by bus, not taking a bus, by bus, in about half an hour, they can reach downtown and visit museums. Because you put churches, why didn't you put museums? And go for shopping. Okay. First of all, comma. Okay. I suggest to see St. Peter in the Vatican City. It's just one. There's no other Vatican City. Okay? So in the Vatican City. During this pandemic period, they won't find queue to enter, and moreover, not next. Next is near to. And without forgetting that, they can visit Vatican, or they won't find. It's a thunder. It's going to rain.
No, really?
Yes, I hear thunder. Yes, but all the clothes, I put the clothes inside. Okay. Yes, I just hear a thunder now, but it's all dark outside here.
Yes, no, here not yet.
Yes, we are far away, darling.
Maybe some clouds are arriving.
Yeah, so maybe later. They start from here. Okay, they won't find queue to enter, and without next, they can visit Vatican Museum too. Okay. Perfect. Instead of this next, it doesn't go. They are wonderful, not only for paintings. Okay. They can find inside, but they can find inside, of course. Where else? This is redundant. Of course, they are wonderful. You're talking about Vatican Museum. They're wonderful not only for its painting, it would be better, for its paintings, but even for its architecture.
Architectures.
Okay.
Architettura o architetture? Architecture, va bene così?
That's perfect. Okay. Yes. If you want, as to enter, they need an online reservation. Con le 2 virgole, fantastico.
I can book bene anche in italiano.
Yeah, I can book tickets for them in advance. When they get out of the Vatican City, in a few minutes on foot or by walking, a few minutes anyway, they can reach Via Colla di Rienzo for shopping. Even they set off, oh, this one is not clear because even is not okay, even if they would set off at 10 a.m., they will succeed in doing a lot of things and organize. It's not their return journey because they journey back. The journey back on Saturday. You are not waiting for their arrival, but you're waiting. I'm waiting for their arrival. Okay, because it's not a generic action that you do always. But now,
I could write, I am waiting for the arrival, or waiting for the arrival. It should be good.
It should be okay. Waiting for their arrival.
Okay, perfect.
Best wishes, Santo. Okay, so you see, there are just some small details here and there that I am correcting probably even too many mistakes that in the exam they don't, because sometimes in the exam they let you they are much more, let's say, not so precise in correction. They are caring of if you are, of course, if you are forgetting the commas, if you are doing some spelling mistakes or grammar mistakes, but those little things, actually, sometimes they just leave them because they don't give you, for example, 10 points and then put off the points, but they decided to give you, for example, from 0 to 5, and this is at least 3 or 4. Okay, so that's good. That's good. I didn't count how many words, but I think you did.
Fair enough.
I don't even check.
That was 190. Perfectly 190 when I finished the
okay. So even if you put that you cancel some of them, it's still okay.
Okay.
Very good. Okay, so are you satisfied with it?
Enough.
That's a good answer, because never to be too proud of.
No.
But not even, I mean, don't be so, how can I say, so severe with yourself, because it's not fair. You're not bad at all.
But I am afraid just not to be at the highness to pass the exam, and this is my.
So what, Antonella? Tell me, what is the worst thing that could happen to you if you are not passing the exam?
I am afraid not to understand the request of the exam.
Yeah, it's a possibility. It's a possibility. I don't think it will happen, but here, can you hear the thunder?
Yeah, no, I don't hear. I don't succeed in here.
There's a terrible thunder.
Yeah.
I think that in 5 minutes I had to close everything.
If you want to close just now, you can do it.
Let me check just 1 second, because I'm afraid that
no
everything around the house is closed.
Okay. First of all,
It's already
which
raining.
Is, no, don't worry. But first of all, which is the translation of serranda? Bella domanda, come?
Yeah, because you know the thing is they don't use it.
No?
They don't have the dark windows. They don't use it actually because you know in northern and European country they're not using those what
Don't
we
say
call,
yet.
no, they don't have it. They just have curtains.
Ah, okay. But the curtains are inside.
Yes, the curtains are inside, and sometimes you have something because actually they are called just the shutter. The shutter is the ones that you are outside and usually can be made of iron, wood. Okay, those are the shutter.
And they open them. Instead we put them down, le nostre serrande le buttiamo giù.
That's it. Then they call the shutters also in the shops. Those are the shutters, okay? And so, but in, and you have it in cottages, in houses. But for example, in apartments, you don't have any. You just have two kind of curtains. The curtains like the ones that you see behind me that are transparent. So they let the light in, and then the dark ones that they close when it's night. But otherwise you don't have anything else than the shutters. Yeah. Actually, what we use, they can say the roller shutters. But not English. But of course, it's important to know it because in other countries they use it, the roller shutters.
Why do you close the roller shutters of your house?
Because here, you know, I'm in front of the sea. I'm at the corner in front of the sea. When it's windy, it starts to rain very heavy. When it's very heavy and with wind, the water is coming inside.
No.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And that's why I'm going around, especially in my son room that now is empty, of course. But it was a part of my balcony that we closed. So it's very exposed. Very exposed. We are all very exposed because I am on a corner in front of the sea. So the wind here is just the owner of the place. And so because even my windows are very old, they are not new. I got just one that is new around, but these are very old and they are made of aluminum. And when it's raining, the water is coming if I'm don't close the shutter.
Mamma mia.
You know. I see the sea, but you know, there's the good and the bad. Then in any good side and good side and bad side. Yes, but no problem, no problem. Okay, I was telling you something and I forgot, but never mind. It will come on. Okay, so I see that in this second part of the writing, we are going to see how to write an article that it could be even very useful to you because sometimes you could be even demand to write a newsletter that is like an article, okay, or an article for a magazine. Okay, now let's try to read about the strong expressions. Okay, replace the word that you have here in italics using one of these strong expressions.
So I have to, le devo sostituire, giusto?
Yes.
Okay. By midnight, we were completely tired and exhausted.
Yes, exhausted. Very good.
When I found out about it, I was angry with her. I was furious.
Furious.
With her. The water was cold, so Holly swam quickly. But the water was freezing.
Freezing, yes.
Mhm. We all had a really good day at the theme park. Really fantastic.
Yes, very good.
Matt was afraid, but he tried not to show it. He was terrified.
Very good.
There are two big mountains on the island. There are two enormous mountains on the island.
Super.
Enormous.
Sure.
Mhm. After playing rugby, Joy's skirt was dirty. I was filthy.
Filthy, yes, filthy.
That nightclub is bad, the worst in the town. That nightclub is awful.
Yes.
When you go to diving, it is important to stay safe. It's essential.
Yes.
Visitors are interested by the ancient ruins, is fascinated.
Yes, very good. Super. Great, really. So you know many words, and this is your strength, that you know, yeah, it's important. Write a sentence on your own using each of the word in the box in exercise 1. Okay?
Okay. So la faccio per I will do it for the next time.
Yes, some
But
sentences. Okay.
Let me sign it, please, for just only a moment. Esercizio. Pagina 40, okay.
And the same that you're doing for next time is look at this exam text. What do things does the writer have to do? You have seen an announcement on the English language website. My favorite sport. Okay. Tell us. Okay, read.
Tell us why you enjoy your favorite sport so much and what people should do if they want to take it up. We will publish the most interesting articles in the next few days.
So what 2 things do you have to write? Which are the 2 instructions that you have to follow?
I have to talk about my favorite sport. Why I enjoy my favorite sport. And so to talk about my favorite sport first of all, and then the reason that the reason that la ragione per la quale for which
the reason
why it enjoy.
Okay, I have to convince. Okay, that's perfect. So you will write your article and then send it to me. Okay, now let's go and study these 2 articles written by first candidates, and it's all corrected, of course. For each question 1 to 12, write yes or no on the A, B, or both A and B. Where possible, give reason or example. For example, so we have to read this article, Article A, and Article B.
Okay, and shall I have to read it now, or shall I have
I think this is something that you should do by yourself as well.
Okay.
Because you got all the time to relax and to do it. There's no, you don't need my help in doing this. Because we go on where you need my help. Here you don't. So just trying to see if you can understand very well the exercise instruction. So read the 2 and then you say, this is related to Article A, this is related to Article 1. B, sorry. As an interesting title and introduction, no, title is too similar to task, is a dull introduction. This is nice. My choice of sport. It's not dull.
What does it mean, dull?
Stupid.
Okay.
Inconsistent. Diving deep. Listen, this is a nice, it's appealing, this title. Yes, they catch readers' attention. Okay, which article deals with both part of the task? So you got two tasks that they are the one that you are doing. So I suggest you, first you do this, and then you write your own article.
Okay.
Because in this way, you know you have the experience of other two similar articles, and you can do it by yourself.
So it's more simple. It's more simple for me to write my.
Yeah,
my
this is the
essay.
reason why you have to do this exercise, to get it simpler, your exercises. So you can go. I don't even write it down your homework because I know you're doing it.
No, it's enough. It's enough. Then even if because I wait for the exercises of this morning.
And then please start, not for this, but for this other that we are going to see now, the writing to part 2 article, this one. Here, please take the time. How long does it take to write this article? If you can do it just in one time, just once, ok? Not the other exercise, solo questo. Adesso il prossimo, questo di pagina 46, che farai anche questo da sola, però prenditi il tempo, dimmi quanto tempo ci impieghi a farlo. Solo questo. Naturalmente questo, eccolo qua, solita impostazione che tu già sai. You see this announcement in an English language magazine. What will clothes look like in 100 years' time? Readers are invited to write articles saying what they think people will be wearing a century from now and why. What and why. The writer of the best article will receive a cash prize. Okay. This is interesting. Nice. Here you have to use
it's tricky,
It's very tricky. Imagine that is something that I was always angry with when I did my exam in the past. I say, I'm not supposed to have fantasy. I'm just supposed to know English. If I'm not the right, I remember that, I don't remember if it was in which exam was, but I remember that I was asked to resolve a crime. They gave me some, yes, there was a killer, there was the weapon, I had to resolve it. I say, I'm not Sherlock Holmes. I was so angry. And I was always, you know, always complaining. I was 20, so. Okay, now we are going to see how to write a report. So a report is something different from what you have done up to now. An article, even, it's easy for you because it's similar to a story, but...
Which is the difference between the article, the essay, the anecdote, and the report?
Because in a report, you have to give factual information. It's something that you have studied. It's something that you are reporting after having studied something. After a research, maybe. But it's not an opinion. It's not an idea. It's something factual. Okay, read here, because probably they say the same thing that I told you.
The report task tests your ability to give factual information and make recommendation or suggestion. The structure included a description of situation. You have to write a report of between 140 and 199 words. Allow about 40 minutes for this task, including time at the end to check your work.
So you got plenty of time.
But if I have to expose factual information, I have to study something before, some notice before.
No, they are not asking you for a science report, but you will see, because they are quite generic, but it's the style that is different. Read this.
The report may be for a teacher or school director or classmates, members of the same club, etc. You therefore have to write in an appropriate style, organize your text into report format, and use headings if needed. What are the headings?
Headings sono i titoli e i sottotitoli.
Oh Madonna. Write full sentences. Write full sentences and try to use correct grammar and punctuation. Che sta per me quello proprio. With a good range of language with accurate spelling.
Okay, for example, report. Put this expression under the correct headings. Here we have the headings. Okay, the headings in this case are introduction, descriptions and findings, recommendations and suggestions, and conclusions. So you got different paragraphs and headings. Okay, so now
under introduction we can put this report looks
we are
at
part to report. Listen, no, sorry because I was okay. Yeah. Okay.
In the introduction, I think to put this report looks at.
Yes. I can do like this to help you and me doing that. Introduction, blue. So you say this report looks at. Okay. No, there are so many, so you have to have your time.
The purpose of this report is to.
Good.
This report is intended to show that.
Sure. There's another one.
It is felt that.
No.
No? It would appear that. It would appear that.
No.
No.
This one, look, the aim, like the purpose.
The aim.
It is the same. Okay, that's fine. Okay, now let's get into description and findings.
It is said to be.
It is said to be. Where is it? Here. Good.
It would appear that.
It would appear that. Yes.
It is felt that.
It is felt that. Yes. If I find it. Okay, here.
There would seem to be.
That would seem to be.
There would seem to be.
Yes. Okay.
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 That's enough, I think.
Yes, said to be, would appear, there would seem, it has been suggested that.
Okay, it has been suggested that.
Okay.
Then recommendation and suggestion, I would recommend that.
I would recommend
that.
Okay.
I would suggest.
I would suggest, of course.
I strongly recommend.
I strongly recommend.
I believe you should.
I believe you should.
That's all.
I think that's all.
That's all. And then the last one, in conclusion and to sum up.
Okay, and then you have in conclusion.
And to sum up.
To sum up in conclusion. And it has been suggested that you can also use in the introduction, and it is felt that you can possibly also use in conclusions. Okay, but that was just perfect. Other sentences that you can use are: the intention of this report is to.
At the beginning?
Yes.
Okay.
This report sets out to examine, I don't know, the result of, it has been observed that.
Always at the beginning.
No, even
in the
here,
description.
yes, even the description.
Mm.
Or I don't know, my recommendation is that with the recommendation.
Okay.
To conclude, to summarize.
Okay.
Okay, so they're not, of course, just this, but these are helping you in producing very well done paragraphs like they have to be. Okay, now you study the exam instruction below and underline the key words. What is the situation? Who must write the report for? Should the style be formal, informal, or neutral? What do things to the instructions say you must do? And what else should you write, do you think, reading this? So read the things in box, their instruction, and you tell me here which are the key words.
You have had a class discussion about sports and your teacher has asked you to suggest a sport that could be played at your college. Describe a sport that you have tried and say why you think it would be popular with students. What is the situation? We are in a classroom and there is a discussion about sports.
Which are the key words? There are many, of course.
Discussion. About sports. Yeah. About sports. To suggest a sport.
Sport.
Suggest sport. Describe sport.
Describe sport.
And try to say what you think of.
Have tried.
Tried.
Say
and
why. Say why.
Say why.
Teacher is another important word. Teacher. Popular. Popular.
Okay.
Could, played, college. They are all key words that help you.
Okay.
Okay. Who must you write the report for?
But this report I have to do just an exercise.
For who?
Non ho capito, scusami.
Who? Yes, number 2. Who must you write a report? This report for? For who is are you writing? Because it's important to understand.
To the public.
No, it's for your teacher. It's for your teacher.
Okay.
Your teacher has asked you. So this is for your teacher. So the style must be formal, informal, or neutral.
Neutral.
Yes, or formal or neutral, not informal. Neutral is okay, so it's in the middle. And what 2 things do the instructions say you must do?
I have to describe a sport.
Yes, describe a sport. And
it would be popular with students.
Yes, say why it would be popular with students. These are the two assignments, okay? And then you can write something else. What do you think you can write something else? Remember here. Recommendation and suggestion.
Okay.
Okay.
Suggestion, okay.
Yeah, okay. So here you see, you have everything in next page that you have the introduction, the state's purpose, clear headings, the activity, good things. Of course, the headings, you have to give a title.
Yeah.
Okay, if you want. but it's not necessary. But if you want the heading, they are just giving you the order. You see that this writing is very different from the others. Very different. For example.
Anyway, there is always the introduction and the conclusion, just like the other one.
Always. That's
always.
it. That's it. Good observation. And then you could try to add sentences A, D in the correct gaps. So now read it all. This is even something you can do it by yourself, another exercise. In which way? So you read it all and you try to understand everything. Try to understand if there are some words that are not clear for you and look for them. Okay, because you have to know them all. Then here you have 4 sentences. Put the sentences in the right places in order to connect the various parts of the writing. Ok?
Ah, ecco, come quelli che servono per unire un paragrafo all'altro, che io mi impicco in una maniera esagerata.
E qui invece ti insegna a fare e a fare come. E poi alla fine, quando hai fatto tutto, te lo rileggi completamente e rispondi a queste domande, no? Per cui devi vedere, is it too short or too long? Può darsi anche che sia troppo corto o troppo lungo, eh? Attenzione. It is well organized. How many paragraphs does it have? Does it answer both parts of the question? In which paragraph? Dov'è che risponde a tutte e 2 le domande? It's written in appropriate style, per cui avevamo deciso che deve essere formal o neutral, per cui guarda se è formal o neutral. Are there any language errors? Vai a correggere. Devi fare proprio il professore, lo devi fare all'inverso.
Ho capito.
Ok, which expressions from useful language of page 47 does the writer use? Anche questo ti serve perché vai a pescarti tutte le espressioni che ci siamo viste insieme qua, in quella a colori, no?
Sì.
It would appear, eccetera, ne usa qualcuna. E secondo te prenderà o non prenderà il top dei voti questo esercizio?
Beh, non sono in grado probabilmente di decidere se prenderà il top.
Per me sì, per te sei in grado. Per quello ti ho detto fallo dopo, gli altri tuoi falli dopo, perché questi ti aiutano tantissimo. Sono proprio esercizi fatti bene. E tra l'altro penso che ci sono fatti così bene solo in questa seconda parte, nella prima parte, in questa seconda edizione del libro.
Sì.
L'altra edizione del libro che ho non erano fatti così dettagliatamente, invece questo mi sta piacendo.
All'esame chiederanno anche un report?
Allora, all'esame di solito ti danno la scelta, per cui te hai, penso che ne devi fare 2 te di cose, però le puoi scegliere, per cui anche i titoli lo potrai scegliere.
E poi, sono 40 minuti per tutte e 2?
Te lo confermo, perché alcune cose sono cambiate, hanno tolto alcune cose, però non vorrei confondermi con l'advance.
Va bene,
Perché so che una volta, dall'altro anno, una volta erano reading, adesso è reading and use of English. Fino a 2 anni fa c'era reading e poi c'era use of English. Erano separati. Da un paio d'anni sono di nuovo insieme, per cui anche i tempi sono cambiati e non te lo so dire con esattezza, me lo devo andare a vedere.
Va bene.
Adesso me lo vado a vedere e ti do tutto il breviario che ti dice esattamente.
No, ma mi sa che tanto ci deve essere scritto all'inizio del libro.
Sì, all'inizio del libro c'è tutto.
Quindi me lo guardo là,
Non me lo ricordo perché adesso poi mi confondo un esame con un altro. L'altro giorno ho detto una cosa ai ragazzi del PET, gli è preso un colpo, invece era una cosa del fest. Hanno detto, che dobbiamo fare questo? Ah no, scusate, oddio, poveretti. No.
Però dico, questa qui non è un reading, questo è un writing.
Questo è writing, sì, questo è writing.
E nel writing io avrò due cose da scegliere.
Guarda, non mi ricordo esattamente, di solito era 1 su 3 o 2 su 4, non mi ricordo.
Va bene.
Lo devo vedere se è cambiato, perché ti ho detto, questo è quello revisionato al 2020, per cui sono cambiate diverse cose. Non ho potuto seguire i corsi, purtroppo, perché li hanno interrotti, li fanno solo online e li fanno mentre io ho lezione, per cui io quest'anno sto indietro con i corsi di aggiornamento, capito?
Ma tu pensi che saranno ancora clementi questi signori del...
Sempre, sempre, sì, sì.
Ma se la cosa però, dice, la correzione viene fatta da macchine, credo
Sì,
poco.
la correzione dello scritto no, non viene fatta da macchina, quella degli esercizi sì. E lì, sai, però lì non è che hai tanta scelta, lì devi
Certo.
riempire o è sì o è no,
Certo.
però lo scritto proprio di produzione viene fatto dagli insegnanti.
Ah, bene.
No, e da due, non è mai uno solo,
Okay.
Così come l'orale. L'orale tu vedrai ci sarà un professore che ti parla e un altro che sta lì fermo, non dice una parola, ma ascolta tutto. In pratica vede che il professore che ti parla faccia il suo lavoro fatto bene.
Ah, ecco.
E lui dà i punteggi al professore, non a te.
Addirittura?
Sì, è certo.
Ah.
Loro sono continuamente sotto esame, ogni anno devono rifare gli esami.
Beh.
Perché poi cambiano queste cose, per quello io ti dico, io non le so di preciso, io non sono un'esaminatrice, per fortuna, non è necessario per me saperle, anche perché prendo un manuale e le trovo queste cose. Loro invece devono essere proprio come la mia amica, è esaminatrice lei. Infatti in via del tutto eccezionale ha avuto come si dice quando ti...
Una dispensa?
Brava, grazie, una dispensa per non fare l'esame quest'anno.
Ok.
Gliel'hanno rinnovato e lo rifarà dopo, gliel'hanno rinnovato automaticamente, ma lei ha 40 anni di esperienza, insomma è bravissima, è una delle più brave in Italia, assolutamente. Ok, allora, writing part 2, report. Io per ora mi fermerei con tutti questi writing, se no tu scrivi solamente.
Sì.
Questo poi lo andiamo a riprendere, ricordati, perché questo poi anche lo farai, ma lo fai quando puoi e quando abbiamo visto anche come te la cavi con i report.
Va bene.
Ok? E andiamo a vedere un po' di listening. Il listening non è niente di... è una bella... è piuttosto interessante come cosa. Allora, leggi cosa fai nella parte 1.
In part 1, you hear 8 short, unrelated extracts from monologues of exchanges. There is one multiple choice question per extract, each with 3 options. You hear each extract twice, meno male già qualcosa. Part 1 test, you understanding.
Gist, detail, fai avanti, leggi tutto.
Gist? Mi hai detto gist o gist?
Gist.
Gist, detail, opinion, attitude, function and purpose, relationship, topic, place, situation, agreement, etc. The question includes information about the situation, example, a phone call, a radio program, an extract from a play, etc., followed by a direct question. How does she feel?
Ok, allora, gist che potrebbe essere? Prova a dedurre te.
Dettagli, opinioni, attitudini, funzioni, propositi, relazioni, argomenti, posti, situazioni,
Idee.
Idee.
Concetti più che idee. Teorie, concetti, non teorie, concetti.
Ok. Ok.
Allora, questa è una bella cosa che ti dicono, poi però quando vai a sentire è un po' diverso, soprattutto perché a volte li senti uno alla volta e poi ci saranno quelli che ne senti due. Ad esempio, study this multiple choice question and the recording script below, per cui per ora te lo fa leggere, no? Leggi questo, leggi prima lo scritto.
Okay. I saw it advertised in a local newspaper and I thought I'd ring the seller to see if it was still for sale and whether he had dropped the price because it seemed a bit high to me. Aspetta, ring the seller if it was still for sale and whether he had dropped the price because it seemed a bit high to me. He wouldn't, but I liked the. He wouldn't, but I liked the sound of it, and we arranged a time for me to call round later. Well, as soon as I saw it, I knew I had to have it. It was just an ordinary bike, really nothing remarkable about it all, but I'd obviously been very well looked after. Was a few years old, but you really couldn't tell. So I bought it there and then.
Ok, allora. So, what most attracted him to his bike? His special features, its condition, or
Where
its
are you
price?
reading? Where are
Sopra.
you reading?
Sopra. What most attracted him to this bike? A, B o C?
Con quelle condition no, perché la vecchiotta quindi no. E poi con il just only one moment, It was not a bike really, not remarkable about it, quindi non era niente di più. But it had obviously looked very up. No, le condition.
Condition. Allora ti chiede, why B is correct and why A and C are wrong?
Allora, B is right. Cioè, devo dire perché perché
sì,
è giusta la risposta,
ecco, vedi? Allora, e te lo dice qui, te lo spiega lui. Eccolo qui, B, vedi, se vai sotto, ti dice, it obviously been very looked after, well looked after. It was a few years old, but you really couldn't tell. Esatto. E perché non ha special features? A, it was just an ordinary bike, really. Bravissima. Its price, whether it dropped the price because it seemed a bit too high to me, per cui neanche il price, no? Allora tu vuol dire che tu quando devi capire, non devi solo capire qual è, perché può darsi che il motivo per cui tu puoi rispondere non lo hai compreso bene, ma sai bene quali escludere. Ok?
Però in questo caso loro mi hanno sottolineato le cose dove poi io potevo dare, ma me lo sottolineeranno anche in seguito.
No, questo tu non lo vedi, questo è ascolto.
Appunto.
Tu ascolti solo, per quello io ti dico, tu ascolti tutto questo che ti dice. Può darsi che tu la frase che è sottolineata qui con B non l'hai capita.
Ecco.
Ma hai capito la C e la A. Allora vai per esclusione, escludi hai capito, per cui attenzione a concentrare, quando senti un ascolto, non è detto che tu lo capisci al 100%, perché dipende da moltissimi fattori, non ultimo il modo di parlare dello speaker, come attacca le parole, se usa dei vocaboli che te magari non hai mai sentito o non hai mai praticato o li pronuncia in un modo diverso da quello a cui tu sei abituata. Per cui sono tanti i fattori che possono non farti comprendere il 100%, ma ti devi rendere conto che non hai bisogno di capire il 100% di quello che dice, ma di captare delle informazioni affinché quello che poi ti chiedono puoi o indovinarlo o escludere quelli che non sono.
Certo.
Per cui alla fine è questo l'esercizio che devi fare. Vediamo questa cosa proprio nella pratica. Sì, facciamo in tempo, dai. Allora, look at the next question and listen twice, sempre twice, the recording. Which is the correct answer? A, B o C? Allora, adesso andiamo a sentire. You overhear a conversation in a cafe between two people. Why didn't she call him? Tu è questo che devi capire. Non devi capire, per cui leggiti sempre prima degli ascolti le domande,
Ok,
perché le domande ti guidano all'ascolto. Tu
certo.
sai già cosa aspettarti, tu sai che ci sono 2 persone in un caffè, lei non lo ha chiamato e devi riuscire a scoprire perché non lo ha chiamato. Qui hai 3 motivazioni e te le
Sì.
leggi tutte e
Sì.
poi vai ad ascoltare. Lo sentiamo subito.
Sì.
Questo è l'1, 2. Vediamo se io ti ho condiviso l'audio. Lo faccio così, così almeno lo ricondivido. Sì, sì, è condiviso, è condiviso. Dimmi se si sente, eh?
Sì.
Test 1. Listening Part 1.
Ok?
Training.
Well, I would have given you a ring, but there was something wrong with the battery in my mobile. It was really annoying because I was expecting a call from Emily and I've lost her number, so I can't call her back.
It doesn't matter. It was probably getting quite late by then anyway.
Well, actually, I was going to call you when I got home last night. I didn't think you'd mind how late it was, really. But I couldn't find the spare battery I'd left somewhere in my room, so I couldn't do that either.
Ok, ora lo riascolti. No, aspetta, riascoltalo bene.
Test 1. Listening Part 1. Training.
Well, I would have given you a ring, but there was something wrong with the battery in my mobile. It was really annoying because I was expecting a call from Emily and I've lost her number, so I can't call her back.
It doesn't matter. It was probably getting quite late by then anyway.
Well, actually, I was going to call you when I got home last night. I didn't think you'd mind how late it was, really. But I couldn't find the spare battery I'd left somewhere in my room, so I couldn't do that either.
Ok.
For me, the answer is C, because she didn't find the battery and so her phone wasn't working.
So why is not A?
Non so.
È corretta, eh? È giusta.
Sì, ho capito. Quella l'avevo già scartata, quella del number, perché ho subito capito che era il fatto che non gli funzionava perché gli mancava la batteria e non la trovava
Brava,
dentro la
e
stanza.
ricordati, guarda che dice anche qui nella tip, you won't hear the same words as the words in the question, so listen for the same idea. Non sentirai mai queste parole, né quelle che ci sono nella domanda, per cui senti tutte espressioni della stessa idea, per quello abbiamo visto anche idee diverse.
Sì.
Ok?
Sì.
E questo è estremamente fatto bene. La prossima volta ci concentriamo sul listening.
Va bene.
Perché tu adesso lavorerai tutta la settimana sul writing e lo mettiamo via fino a quando non lo faremo con l'esercizio 2, con l'esame, il test di esame 2. E adesso ci dobbiamo dedicare molto al listening, perché è una cosa che chiaramente si fa poco, perché anche adesso che tu fai lezione, you know my listening, but it's not me speaking under the exam, so you have to get used to various accent. Ad esempio, ho fatto ieri un test per il B1. Nonostante le mie ragazze sono brave, molto brave, è stato difficilissimo per loro ed era un B1.
Figuriamoci un B2.
Capito? Io poi semmai ti mando anche qualcosa del B1, che tu così ti fai l'orecchio anche agli accenti.
Va bene.
Però ti assicuro che il B1 non è un esamino da 4 soldi come alcuni pensano, che il B2, no, ci si arriva. Per cui, per dire, non accade, Antonella, perché non accade che tu non fai bene questo esame, ma se non lo dovessi fare bene, tu lo sai che c'hai il B1 certificato?
Sì.
Ecco, c'è qualcosa.
Lo so, però io tenterei al B2. Cioè, ce la metto tutto.
No, il tuo obiettivo è quello, assolutamente,
Sì.
assolutamente. Guarda, è riuscita ad averlo Rita, è vero che Rita non ha fatto il Cambridge, perché
Cambridge è più
Rita
complesso.
non c'è paragone. Però è sempre un B2, è come un B2, il bignami del B2.
Ho capito, ho capito.
È un po' ridotto, capito? Però è stata bravissima perché lei in 2 mesi si è preparata, ma lei non aveva il tuo livello base. Lei stava molto più indietro di te. Tant'è
Senti,
che...
io mi prenoterei quello del 16 di giugno. Noi finiamo le lezioni l'11 di maggio, però io poi ti vengo a pagare la differenza e continuiamo a farlo fino a
Sì.
che,
Fino a che ti serve, fino a che
fino a che
senti
mi
che ti è
serve.
utile. Esatto,
Va
sì, sì.
bene.
C'è
No, ci
problema.
devo riuscire.
Ma certo che ci devi riuscire, ma ci riesci, ma figurati.
Va bene.
Ma non ci avrai proprio problemi, vedrai, quando sarà quel momento, per me lo potresti anche provare adesso, per dire, nel senso che già hai abbastanza competenze, no? Speriamo, perché siete in tante adesso a doverlo fare, c'è anche la tua cognatina,
Sì, lo so, lo so.
mi fa morire, che sei simpatica.
L'altro giorno che sono venuti alla casetta che ero fuori in montagna, che io
Ah.
fuori in montagna mi è venuto a trovare mio fratello, Gabriella è rossana. Cioè la figlia ha parlato sempre e cantava in inglese, parlava in
Hai sentito
inglese.
che pronuncia che ha Gabri?
Incredibile,
No, Gabri è
incredibile.
straordinario. Comunque, ecco, io l'altro giorno ho fatto lezione con lei e mio marito ha sentito perché avevo messo il volume che si sentiva anche lei. È rimasto a bocca aperta. Dice, ma quanti anni ha? Dico, guarda, ha solo 12 anni. E a me, Gabriella, sembra a me quando ero piccola, quando avevo la sua età.
Amore per
Infatti
sia.
guarda, mi fa venire la pelle d'oca a me, Gabriella, perché sembro io alla sua età. E io avevo questa predisposizione, ovviamente, che si è vista, aveva ragione
Sì,
mia mamma, perché
assolutamente.
io poi non volevo andare alle superiori a fare una scuola di lingue, io volevo fare la stilista. Volevo
No,
disegnare io, sì, io volevo disegnare. E mia madre mi disse, guarda, sei troppo portata per le lingue, poi potrai sempre disegnare, però potrai farlo in tutto il mondo. Studia prima le lingue e poi, se vuoi, vai avanti con il liceo artistico, fai quello che ti pare. Io ti sostengo, però non perdere questa occasione, vai a studiare le lingue. E io allora mi iscrissi alla scuola di lingue. E c'ha ragione mamma.
E no, cioè, Gabriellina vuole andare negli Stati Uniti.
Lo
Ci
so.
devo andare.
Eh.
Madonna.
E poi io la spingo, capito, a fare queste cose, ma lei è veramente in gamba, in gamba, in gamba, e poi mi capisce al volo. Quando non sa una cosa, io sono felice perché la vedo come reagisce. Ti ripeto, sembro io alla sua età.
Che soddisfazione.
Per cui io ho detto, lei è una di quelle, guarda, non capita spesso, a Rossana ancora non gliel'ho detto perché non abbiamo avuto occasione di parlare, ma lei è sicuramente una di quelle che io la vedo diventare molto velocemente bilingue e anche insegnare lingue, anche insegnare inglese, per me. Per me
Questa è una notizia.
lei sì, 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 lei è proprio, non me ne capitano tante dotate così, intelligenti tante, in gamba tante, ma dotate nel rispetto della lingua. Lei
Bene,
legge una cosa la prima volta e riesce a leggerla bene.
amore per
Senza
sia.
anche parole che non conosce, no? Un tesoro, guarda.
Mhm.
Poi non so com'è come ragazzina, ma per me già ha vinto così.
Sì, sì, è bella paraculetta, però
Beh,
mio fratello è molto contento di questo, molto, perché dice è molto intelligente, mi frega in qualsiasi momento,
se la
quindi
saprà cavare, dice, no?
sì, sì, sì.
Ah.
Ma anche Rossana è una ragazza
È in
intelligente,
gamba,
sì,
però è
molto.
molto più quieta come persona.
Ma è tosta, eh?
È tosta, vero?
È tosta, però è la moglie adatta a mio fratello.
Ah, beh, questo lo sapete voi.
Sì, sì.
Già trovare una cognata con cui si vada d'accordo non è semplice, eh?
No, no, no,
No, no,
decisamente no.
infatti. Ok,
See
my
you on
dear.
Friday.
Sì,
Sì,
se vuoi,
dimmi.
io adesso metterò i link che me l'hanno chieste anche le altre,
Sì?
se volete anche partecipare alla lezione del giovedì sera e del
A che
lunedì
ora?
pomeriggio, dalle 5:30 in poi. Io vi mando i
Sì.
link perché in
Va
questo
bene.
momento terribile
Sì.
per tutti, almeno ci facciamo gruppo noi.
Senti, una cosa che ti volevo chiedere, se
Dimmi.
fosse possibile, il link di questa lezione qua, ti dispiacerebbe mandarmelo via mail? Perché proprio soltanto
Certo.
il link? Perché io la riprendo dal telefono e però preferisco averla via mail, così come quella del venerdì e del giovedì
Sì,
e del
vedi che siccome
martedì.
io poi sai le metto tutte online insieme, hai visto ieri ho messo tutto online,
Sì.
se non ti dovesse arrivare, per favore ricordamelo.
Yes, yes.
Perché io non so, e non è una cosa, perché le faccio tutte un po' schematizzate queste cose, no? Poi mi metto lì e mando.
Va bene.
Per cui sì, ricordamelo, e per me è un secondo farlo, è solo il
Va
fatto di
bene.
ricordarselo, ok?
Ok, grazie, grazie.
Grazie a te, ciao Gioia
Ciao,
bella, bye
grazie. Ciao,
bye,
ciao.
see you
Ciao, ciao.
soon.